I'd like to call the meeting to order. Could I have a roll call, please?
Belsley.
Here.
Boonier.
Here.
Dobb. Here. Hare. Herman.
Here.
Kaufman.
Here.
Rainson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Good show. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There are no public hearings today, no presentations or special reports. Would anyone in the audience like to make a comment? There being none, would anyone in the audience like to pull anything from the consent agenda? No reaction. Would any of the board members like to pull anything from the consent agenda? Could I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
Second by Randy. Any questions? Would you call it, please?
Belsley.
Yes.
Boonier.
Yes.
Dobb.
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Kaufman.
Yes. I had one thing I wanted to bring to the public's attention. The Tri-County Regional Planning Commission is going to be holding a regional bicycle planning open house on October the 5th from 4 to 7 o'clock at the Gateway Building in Peoria. The interesting thing about this is that not only are they going to show different bike path alternatives that would connect the different cities together, but they're going to let everyone who attends vote on which ones they work on next. So if you're interested in biking, that would be a neat thing for you to attend. Village Clerk.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
The village administrator is not with us. Chief of Police.
I have a couple of things that aren't on the agenda first, just announcements. One, that there is a special 5K walk that will be conducted, Pink the Plaza. It's on October the 22nd. That'll be going on at 4 p.m. It's going to start around the Plaza, Dairy Queen area, depending on the status of the plaza at that time. Going up first to Edgewood and circling back around through Idawood and back there. They'll have their own people assisting with any crosswalks, much like we do with the crop walk itself. So it'll be just on the sidewalks and that. The other is on also on Saturday, October 22nd. We will begin hosting with the DEA a drug take back for expired medications, pharmaceuticals, anything but the IV stuff, and that'll be from 10 to 2 in our lobby. Those are the two announcements I have. The other thing, which is actually on the agenda, is ordinance number 16-05, an ordinance regarding the sale of police vehicles disposing of village property. We have two 2013 Chevy Impalas that we will be looking to dispose of. That's what the ordinance is. We've gotten 3 new vehicles. We're originally planning, if you remember, at the beginning of the year to disposing of 3. The one that we had planned on disposing, we decided to hold on to that a little bit because there was one that inadvertently got disposed of during a pursuit with a burglar, and we did catch him, but the vehicle didn't make it through, and so this happened at the same time we were getting the vehicles in, so we thought that the best option was to utilize that as the third one and just hold on to the other one a little bit longer.
I have a motion.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Second by Tom, moved by Ginger. Any discussion or questions? Please call the question.
Boonier.
Yes.
Dobb.
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Kaufman.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Anything else, Chief?
That's it tonight, Your Honor. Thank you.
Corporate Counsel?
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Director of Fire and Emergency Services is not with us. We will move to the Director of Public Works.
2 items tonight, Your Honor. Item A in front of you is resolution number 0916. This is a resolution authorizing agreement with Service First Lawn Care.
Motion? So moved. Second?
Second by Tom Dodd.
Any discussion?
I would like to add, this is a 3-year agreement. Mark Miller with Service First. I've been working with him for quite some time. He was here prior to me being here too, prior to 2011. But he's willing to extend it for 3 years at no additional cost. In your packet, the big chunk of this agreement is we pay about $22,000 a year to spray twice per year, weed spray, and that's in between, at the edge of pavement, between the edge of pavement and the curb, and in between the curb and the sidewalk. Most people don't know we do that, other than they appreciate that there's not a lot of weeds out there. Weeds can actually damage pavement, if we don't maintain that either. So I think this is a good thing, and with that, I'd like to ask for your approval.
Questions? Call it.
Dodd.
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Kaufman.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Next is item B. This is acceptance of bid for water softening salt from Cargill Salt at $110.60 per ton delivered.
Motion? So moved. Second?
Blunier was just a shade faster.
Questions?
We bid this annually. This is our water softening salt at the treatment plants. We use about 2,000 tons per year. We'll be looking at that. Some of our chemicals and salt will be going up just due to some of our upgrades, but that's what this is for. It's an annual agreement for about 2,000 tons of salt delivered.
Questions? Call it, please.
Herman.
Yes.
Kaufman.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Dodd.
Yes.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Planning and zoning officer.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Trustee Belsley.
Have one item. It's an update for the board. You might recall over the years there's been discussion off and on about expanding our building inspection services to include specific building inspections. It's actually been a work in progress. If you were to go back about 10 years ago, we first started with plumbing inspections, and then about 7 or 8 years ago we added electrical inspections. And Roger's put a lot of work into this and researched. He's had discussions, I know, with other community officials in the area and the contracting community as well. But as of the first of the year, we have want to put plans in place to roll out a more comprehensive building inspections program specifically for buildings. It would include residential, industrial, commercial, new construction, building additions. Some of the inspections that aren't asked for or provided today, required, will be in place at that time. There'll be footings, foundations, framing, roofing, the energy code compliance with that. So there's a lot of things that are in place that'll give it more of a robust, full, comprehensive program that, quite frankly, right now, communities of our size throughout central Illinois, our size and larger, we're probably the only ones, I think, that don't have a program in place such as this. I think it's fair to say on this. So there's been a lot of work in place that Roger has already done a lot of legwork on. He's been working with our council on the proposed ordinances changes that we'll see forthcoming in the weeks ahead. I know Roger's also had a lot of discussion with the design build community, architects, engineers, contractors, and I think it's fair to say, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it's been relatively well received
Right.
on that. I think if you look at it, quality, fully qualified contractors, they welcome something like this. I think from what we learn and from the discussions that Roger's had, it actually benefits them in the sense that there's nothing that would cause them to deter from what they're doing anyway, but it also would probably likely deter competitors that take shortcuts or don't meet the standards of a good building program that are their competitors on there. And from a citizen standpoint, there's no plans to add another position to this. It would actually be handled similar to the electrical and the plumbing inspections, We'd be contracting this service. That would be a user fee-based program. So those that would be taking out the permits would be the ones paying for that fee. So there wouldn't, we're hoping to develop the program that it would be neutral in that self-sustaining in that standpoint. I hope I haven't taken too many of your talking points away on there, but if you wanted to add anything, Roger, and what we have in mind.
Maybe just a purpose, I would say, much like I found out with the plumbing and electric, residents tended to think that those things were done anyway. And then they'd be surprised to find out that, no, we didn't look at those things. So I think we're gonna be helping them. I think they expect it, and I think we're providing a service that's gonna be beneficial to everybody going forward, because people buy buildings and they may go in and completely gut the inside of this building. Well, we don't know if that thing's still structurally sound like it ought to be. So we're gonna have some verification that yes, it will be, because we'll have some engineer's seal on there that's telling us that. The cost of it, we kind of based it on, I just took an average of a 2,500 square foot home would be right at $500 is what we're looking at, that it's going to cost to do the inspection on that home. So, and I haven't had any opposition to that. I've tried to share that with a number of contractors that I come in contact with, just to kind of let them know. And then we plan to send out a letter to all of the general contractors, home builders, anybody that does that type of work, Central Illinois Home Builders Association. We're gonna let them know so that they can get the word out then to even more people. And so no one's surprised come January 2017 when we're gonna start this plan review process and inspection process. So if you have any specific questions, I'll try to answer them.
Do we have any questions, comments? Anything else?
No, sir.
Trustee Blunier,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
trustee Dodd,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
trustee Herman,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
and last but not least,
Just one item, Your Honor. The annual yard waste disposal program starts again this fall, and it goes from October 19th to the 23rd. And during that time, it's open from Wednesday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And again, it's going to be a large fenced-in area on 4th Street. It's going to be different than we've had before. And it's going to be a check-in point and then an inspection of your load when you're unloading. And you'll exit in one entry and you'll exit at the other end. So we hope it goes well. It's self-serve, as always, and the same rules in place. We just ask the citizens to obey them, and we'll try to make it no more wait than we have to. But there will be a check-in, verification of the load. And if it's too big or something else than yard waste, you'll be taking it home with you. So,
There'll be a verification of residency too, right?
correct. At the check-in point,
Yeah.
you'll have to be a Morton resident.
Just for clarity, I think, unless I heard you wrong, you said October 17th,
19th.
19th to the 23rd. I think you meant to say November 23rd, just so
Correct.
that everybody here knows for
Correct.
sure that it's not just
October
3 days.
19th to November 23rd, right before Thanksgiving. In that time period, each week, Wednesday through Sunday, it'll be open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you.
any questions? There being none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Can I have a second? Second by Dodd. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.